This video was brought to you by the EA Creator Network. Hey y'all, it is Lucca and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to yet another speed build in The Sims 4. Today I am building in the beautiful, stunning world of Mount Komorebi. This world came with the expansion pack, A Snowy Escape. I love this world so much. I don't build in it nearly enough. So today we're building just kind of a Japan-styled modern home. I particularly found inspiration for this on Google Maps. I actually took the little street map dude, you know the little yellow guy. I just dragged and dropped him to a random spot in the far northern Japan in the Hokaido region. It's actually the region that the Gen 4 Pokemon games are based off of. But yeah, I just kind of plorped it down and just kind of looked around for a few minutes, and then I just saw a really simple looking home. It was like a small, pretty new looking home that was just kind of boxy and simple, but there was something really inspiring about it, and I really enjoyed the vibes it gave. I did, of course, do some creative liberties with this build, so it was really just I looked at a few sides of the build and was like, okay, I'm gonna build something like that. So definitely recommend if you're looking for something to build, whether you're looking for like a specific style from like a specific area in the world, or maybe you're just kind of out of ideas and you just want to kind of like browse around, look around, and just kind of get an idea. Google Maps is your best friend, or you can use Google Earth also. I just use Google Maps because it's there. And plus my computer can handle it. Let's be honest, Google Earth for some reason doesn't like my computer. But yeah, this little home is on a 20 by 15 lot. I cannot tell you which area of Mount Komorebi this is in. It's on the left side, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, you can see the lot title there. I can't really read it. It says 561 and then a word that I'm not going to try to pronounce because I'll embarrass myself. But yeah, it's this lot and it's so pretty. Mount Komorebi is genuinely one of the most beautiful worlds that we got in The Sims 4, and I never play here. I never build here, and I need to change that. I honestly should just play a family here because it's so freaking beautiful, and it's just, the vibes are just perfect. But yeah, this home is just a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom home. It's pretty simple. It's pretty much for a couple of Sims. It's kind of, the essence of a starter home, but it's definitely not the price of a starter home. Let me tell you, I cluttered it quite a bit, but yeah, I'm really proud of this little build actually. It was really refreshing to do this also because I am using actual DLC. I have been building a lot of base game only builds lately with my base game save files, so this was very refreshing. But yeah, talking about DLC, I just thought I would throw in here really quickly. Don't worry, I'm not going to say this in every single video. I'm just doing this for a little bit to kind of get the word out, but I have recently become an EA affiliate, so you can actually use my affiliate code Lucca Owens at checkout whenever you're purchasing any Sims 4 related content, especially DLC on the EA app. You can just type in the code and I get a small commission, which helps financially support the channel. So, next time you buy a pack, like say Love Struck or, Snowy Escape or something like that, just type in that little code and it would be very helpful to the channel and it would support me in a different way. And also really quickly, if you want to support me and you can't really do that, just like and comment and subscribe if you're new. That also really helps support the channel. I promise I'm done mentioning all that nonsense. I have to do that. I'm a content creator. We kind of got to sometimes. It's just the thing, but anyways, we'll actually talk about the build for the rest of the video, so here we go. I really like the entrance. I used this kind of, I cannot remember. I think this is from Dine Out. I'm pretty sure that little like slat wall divider there is from Dine Out. And I use that as a kind of like a privacy screen for the front like porch or the front step. I thought that was really cute. And I thought that would be very useful because the Hokkaido region of Japan, actually, I kind of chose a really good area of Japan to kind of look at for homes to build here, because here in Mount Komorebi, obviously it's called Snowy Escape for a reason, right? It gets kind of cold here. There's was winter in the northern part of the world. So yeah, I kind of went for the perfect place to look for inspiration because Hokkaido is the northernmost part of Japan and it is quite cold there. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I just now made that connection. But yeah, I thought that little room divider there on the front step would kind of provide a little bit of protection from the wind, as you've stepped up to the front door and you're trying to maybe they were trying to get their keys or whatever. And you're just like, oh my God, it's so cold. So that kind of protects you a little bit. And there is a little space to kind of step into to, take off your shoes and all that stuff. And I say you, I mean the sim. But yeah, I also really liked the shape of this home because it's kind of like a boxy modern shape, which is something I haven't really built in a while. Yeah, I just thought it was kind of fun. I also added a little balcony up here as well. I thought this was quite a nice little touch. I saw in the not reference image, I saw on the house that I was looking at a ladder that led to the roof. And so I thought that would be kind of cool to add some rooftop access from this balcony as well. So the bedroom is where you kind of come out to this balcony from. That's a weird way to say it, but yeah. And then there's a ladder that leads up to the very top part of the house. So I kept it pretty simple up here. I didn't really add anything other than just some solar panels and a little, what do you call that? Oh God, I don't know what you call it. A whirligig? No, that's definitely not what it's called. A windmill. That's what it's called, right? Hopefully. I don't know. For the lack of a better word, we'll call it a windmill. But yeah, I put a little one up there for power generation. But I think it would also be really cool to make a rooftop garden. I don't know. I didn't want to over clutter up there at least. But yeah, I love this little balcony. It's super simple, just some places to kind of sit and chill. I don't know how, it's probably quite chilly up here, honestly. So they probably don't come out here often, but maybe in the warmer months they do. But yeah, I just put a few little ottomans there for just some kind of simplistic seating and just a little table with there's a plant and some candles, just keeping it simple. This was a lot of fun though, building a home kind of inspired by, an area that is not my own is actually quite refreshing because all of the recent builds that I've been doing for my base game save file have been largely inspired by where I'm from. So this is very refreshing to be able to be oh, this is an actual different location, different area, and just just entirely different culture and weather and just approach to living. It's so fun. But yeah, the upstairs is just a simple bedroom and small bathroom, and then downstairs is just kind of an open plan living space with kitchen, living, and dining all kind of together. And there is a small section that in the backyard that's just a couple planter boxes. I kept it painfully simple and clean back there because honestly, when I was looking around the area in this area of Japan, I realized how clean and neat everything was, and people didn't really have a bunch of junk outside of their house. Nothing that was unnecessary was out there, and it's kind of the opposite here in America, y'all. Let me tell you what, my house isn't like that, but there's some people that they just have everything out in the open and it's just there, and I'm y'all, this looks kind of cluttered, but okay, you can do you, boo-boo. But yeah, I don't know if that's just a stereotype obviously that I'm looking at, or I don't know though, because it was something I noticed by just looking at Google Maps without anybody putting any input in or whatever. I just saw it and I was wow, everything is really nice and clean in Japan. They really do they really do keep it nice and clean looking. And I'm okay. I very much so appreciate that. I particularly love the kitchen. You'll see in a little bit, but I really love the, the colors and the tones and the vibes in this house. But I love these windows that I used in the kitchen. These are actually windows that came with the Snowy Escape expansion pack. I used a lot of Snowy Escape in this, but obviously I mixed other things in with it to kind of just enhance it even more. But yeah, this kitchen's super cute. I used the Snowy Escape kitchen set that we got, that really fun countertop that I honestly don't use enough. I love that countertop so much. I probably should have done some more research about interiors because I feel I got the vibes right, but I don't know if I executed it very well. Is the floor plan does it make sense? I'm not really sure. Just because obviously I have experience for the most part with American kind of layouts of homes, but I know every country is a little different. So when I say this is a Japan modern home, I'm saying that it's very loosely inspired, because I don't want to like lay claim and be like this is actually Japanese, because it's not really. Like it's whatever I can come up with that kind of feels like it. So just take it with a grain of salt. Take it with a grain of salt. I do love this kitchen though. Look at those windows. It's just, ooh, I love windows when they meet in the corner like that. And it's just like, ooh, it just kind of opens the space up even more, makes it so big. Like that's a good little trick. If you're building a tiny home, do these little like corner window moments, because that really like opens the space up, not just like 2-dimensionally, but 3-dimensionally, because once you like walk into the kitchen, you're like, ooh, this feels bigger, because it literally like feels more open. However, I did cover them with, some blinds, because I just felt weird that it was just open windows. I wanted there to be some curtains, but like there wasn't really any curtains that made sense other than these. These came with the unfortunately they came with the My First Pet stuff pack. I hate that pack in its essence and its content or context, but I quite like the stuff that it came with, at least the stuff that isn't pet related. Isn't that sad that we can always find a pack that we're like, oh yeah, I like it for whatever it isn't. So like, ooh, I love this pack, but I don't like anything that it's about. Like My First Pet stuff, I love the rugs that it came with, those like square-ish rugs where they have like rounded corners. And I really like the blinds. That's actually the only items I use. Maybe I'll use the pet bowls, but that's pet related, so it doesn't count. But yeah, I did that little kitchen. I did put a lot of clutter in the kitchen, but it seems like, realistic clutter, and it doesn't seem super messy. And I gave them a little bit of a fireplace. I love this fireplace. It's so pretty. I love the vibes. And I do eventually add a, like, those like fire poker, like kit thingies where it's like got a shovel and like a poker and a brush and all that, fire tools, whatever they're called. I do add that item. And then there is an item that came with the werewolves game pack that it's just like a like iron basket with like some like little chopped up logs inside of it. And I was like, how can I not place that? That's so cute. I didn't know we even had that item. It's times like that I get really excited to do builds that aren't just base game, because I feel like after doing all of these base game homes, I've really forgotten about what items we have in the game, and I come back to using all of the DLC that I own, and it's kind of refreshing because I get to see it through like almost a different perspective. But yeah, I kept it really simple with the furnishing style. I kind of just made it all sort of matchy-matchy. A lot of darker wood tones, some touches of cooler gray, and like some blues and some like plants, and just kind of, just doing what I could. To be honest, I wasn't looking at any Pinterest references or anything other than purely just the exterior of this random house that I found in Japan. That was the only bit of inspiration I got. I will say it was a little bit of a challenge to do the layout of this room downstairs, because I just, it's a little cramped, just a little cramped. I felt like things were kind of a little too close together. I wanted there to be some more space in between them, but I didn't want to like extend the house or like change any floor plans or anything like that. I just wanted to kind of go with what I had. Oh boy, y'all, today's been a day. Can we just let's have a real talk. Let's have a real talk. It's been a day. I work in retail. Retail is just retail, and there's always going to be the nonsense of retail. So I don't need to go any deeper than that. Retail is going to be retail. But after working today, it was just a nightmare getting home from work, because I commute. I drive 40 minutes just to get there. And I know to my non-American friendos, my non-American followers here, I know we measure our driving time or driving distance by time instead of literal distance, because it just makes us feel a little bit better about how far we're driving, because we have to drive a lot, because America is a car-based country, and we can't get anywhere without driving. So it does suck. But it took me an hour and a half to get home because at around the halfway point, maybe a little bit farther past the halfway point of getting home, randomly at this intersection, some fire trucks were just like there. Or I'm assuming the fire department. I don't know. They weren't like actual fire trucks, but yeah, they were just like parked there and they were directing traffic to go to a side street. And I was like, I literally need to go the opposite direction. What's going on? Did not see anything. I don't know what was happening. It was some nonsense. I don't know. It was probably something serious, obviously, because they wouldn't be doing that. But I'm like, I hope everything's okay. But also, why? Why now? Because it was like an early day. I got off work early at 3 o'clock. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna get home so early. I'm gonna eat and I'm gonna spend the rest of the evening YouTubing. I'm so excited. And alas, I get to that part of traffic and then I had to turn around because I was, running out of gas. So I had to get gas and go like almost like 15 minutes back the way I came from just to go on another part of the highway to go all the way around. And oh my goodness, I didn't get home for another 40 minutes. So it was an hour and a half later, I finally got home and I was like, wow, so much has happened, but so little has happened. So yeah, it's been a week. It's been a week, y'all. It is Saturday that I'm recording this. It has been such an eventful week. But yeah, I feel like everything is calming down finally. I'm gonna do a tarot reading this evening after, actually, you know what? We can do a real quick little tarot reading. Okay, y'all, this is gonna be kind of a little bit of a quicker one because we are kind of in the later part of the video. But yeah, I'm gonna just pull a couple cards, honestly, because it's just that kind of day. 7 of Swords in reverse. Okay, I get it. 10 of Wands in reverse, and I'll just do 3 cards. Why not? Ooh, we've got the Magician in reverse. Okay, let me do some little researchy poo, and we can figure out these little cards here. Like I say with every little tarot reading I do, take what resonates and leave the rest, because that's just my vibe. But I got 7 of Swords in reverse, which imposter syndrome, babes. It's imposter syndrome, okay? Stop denying that you're actually good at something, okay? Because nobody's gonna jump out and be like, ha, I figured you out. You're actually not this, because nobody's gonna do that, because you are going to do so much, and you're actually good at what you do. Same with 10 of Wands, okay? This plays so well, because imposter syndrome, babes, you gotta let go of this idea of what people are thinking of you, okay? The things that people think, that stuff doesn't matter. That's their own thoughts, okay? Like you've gotta center yourself. You gotta focus on you. You gotta make sure that the thoughts and the things and the feelings that you gotta worry about are your own, not other people's, okay? And lastly, with the Magician in reverse, let me tell you what, sweetie, all of this energy, all of this creative energy, it's there. You just gotta use it. You gotta do it. You gotta do something with it. You can't just let it sit, because there's no point in letting it sit. You obviously want to use it. You want to do something. You want to be creative. You want to do all this stuff. And you know what? Sometimes you're going to be a little bit scattered, but that's okay. That's okay. You got to be scattered sometimes to grow, okay? Having like speaking into my ADHD here, having all of these different little hobbies, sometimes it's good because they fuel each other, because it drags you in different directions, but that means you're growing in different directions, okay? It's slow, but you're going somewhere, okay? Now, if you want that to be a tarot reading for you, you can take that, actually. That was a tarot reading for me, for sure. It called my flat butt out, that I indeed have got some issues I need to work on. So, definitely before y'all ask, the tarot deck that I use is the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. You can find that on Amazon and all over sorts of places. I just got on Amazon. But yeah, here's the bedroom. Here's the bedroom. There's really not much else going on with the build. But yeah, I love this little bedroom. It seems like a nice little hangout space. Like I can really imagine your Sims just like sitting in this little corner in the evenings, reading with some tea, and then they curl up in bed afterwards and they just have a nice sleep. It's just, I love this little corner because there's all these little plants too. And it's just the beautiful view outside with the trees and the plants. It's just so pretty. I love this world. I love this build. I love the vibes. But yeah, I just kind of, add a little bit of bits and bobs here and there just to kind of fill in the space. And the bathroom is pretty simple also once we get there. The bathroom is very simple. It's just kind of it's kind of like a wet room kind of style. I don't know if that's really a common everyday thing in Japan, but I've heard that it is sort of a common thing in some areas, like particularly like the apartments and more like condensed areas. This is a house based off of a less condensed area, so I guess I don't know. Maybe they do in newer homes. I'm not sure. But yeah, I just put some little bits and bobs here and there, and yeah, just did a little bathroom. I like the bathroom a lot, honestly, because it has this big window, but I covered it with this like plant kind of trellis thing outside on the balcony. So there's privacy, but there's light. So you get the best of both worlds. And yeah, I just used the shower and just all the good stuff from Snowy Escape, and it's really, really cute. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. If you got to this part of the video, why don't you comment your favorite tree? I know that's random, but yeah, just I love a good willow just for the name itself, but also the vibes. You can find this house under my username Lucca Owens, that is LuccaOwens, as well as the hashtag Lucca on the Sims 4 gallery. This is, the budget is not budgeting, okay? This is kind of probably going to be a little bit pricey because I did clutter it quite a bit, but let's be honest, this is still not going to be that expensive compared to some houses. But yeah, it's a little one bedroom. You can put it here in Mount Komorebi, or you can put it anywhere. Honestly, it would look really cute in Windenburg, I can imagine too. But yeah, also let me know if you resonated with that little tarot reading and if I should do more. I just don't think about it when I'm doing voiceovers, and then I'll just get the urge to. I've only done it a few times, but yeah, do let me know in the comments. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I love y'all. Take care of yourselves. Drink some water. Stay hydrated in this insane heat here in the Northern Hemisphere. Get some electrolytes in you, please, because let me tell you, your legs will be happy, okay? My legs were so crampy for so many months, and I was like, what's wrong with me? I needed electrolytes and hydration, babes. But yeah, that is everything, finally. Thank you all so very much for watching. Stay weird, and I'll speak to y'all next time. Bye, y'all.